Hey, what's up? What's up? Uncle Craig here. And it's another unusually sunshiny day. It just happens to be sunny right now. I did collect some mangoes. These have been sitting there. That one's still not ripe. But I collected mangoes yesterday. They should ripen up in a day or two. I want to get them before the birds got them. There's a lot of birds over here on the other pond. I did manage this morning to make my snake trap. I caught a fish in the pond and I put him in a 5-gallon bucket with water so he can splash around. And then I buried the 5-gallon bucket in the water, or in the dirt. And then I'll show you what I did. I'm looking at a bunch of fish over here. I know you probably can't see them. Whoa. Fish over there. This is the area of the snake. You know, that's his domain, man. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So this is what I did. I put, hey, wait a minute, man. I don't know if that stuff was in, I don't know if this stuff was in there before. Is there a snake in there already? No, can't be. Well, this is one way to find out. There's a snake in there. Shoot, man. I'm not sticking my hand in there. But let me get a stick. Where's a stick? I don't remember that stuff being in there. Where's the stick at, man? Water looks like it's moving around a little bit. I mean, let's break a branch off here. Of course, the branches are green. See if there's anything in there. Oh, fish is in there. Whoa! Okay, that was the fish. So a fish in there, and I just pinch this in there like this. I put some dirt clod, clay clod back on there. Keep it down. I don't want the. I'm gonna clean this off so I can remember it was clean. Anyway, we'll see what happens. If the fish, you know, as the fish begins to probably suffocate, it's, you know, it's a full bucket of water, but it'll move around, thrash around a couple times, thinking it's going to get himself out of there. And it's that thrashing that maybe will attract the snake, because that's his, like I said, that's his domain over there, man. So he might very well be caught today. Although, if you already killed, you know, 2 or 3 fish this last few days, chances are he probably found one that was sizable, and so he ate it. And that means he's not gonna be hungry for a few days, so which means he won't go in that trap. But he should. Well, maybe I'll get a different snake. Maybe there is more than one snake. Maybe. I was in here this morning. I did clean up my shop a little bit. I actually took the, if you remember from my pond cam video, I took the light out from under there. Well, I found another socket. It's a different socket, outdoor socket, so I put it back in this lamp, and now I got the lamp back working. So I didn't find that other piece until after, so I could have used that one over there and left that lamp alone. But anyway, what I did do this morning was I was tripping over here over my stuff, and if you see me walk through this video, walk through here 100 times ducking, you know, I got all this crap, and I thought of making use of the same little things I welded for this here. You know, I made these brackets to hold that up there, and I made more than I should have, so I used them on the front gate for the gate guide a little bit. And then I thought, hey man, I still got a couple. I can mount them to the wall here and put all this stuff up on the wall. But then I thought, you know what, this stuff's gonna get heavier and heavier. I'm gonna put stuff up there, and then that ain't gonna work. So it just dawned on me that I have, you know, I have two and kind of three, but I have big old long pieces of angle iron here. These are 6 meters. And so what I thought I'd do is I would weld from right here on the metal and have it go all the way down to the ground, so that it has a, you know, it's a firm support there, and like that. And then I can weld a bracket here, and then maybe weld another bracket here, and so I would have 2 levels where I can chuck all this stuff up there. But I need to probably put one here and here and here, because you know, some of these pieces they're not really very long, so I need to have them at least, you know, wide or close enough together to catch them. Ouch! Oh, dang it! Watch that. And again, there's not much I can do about this being low, hanging. My idea was to just cut the damn thing off like this, you know. Matter of fact, did I cut that already? What? Maybe I did cut that. Maybe I cut that and tried to, and was gonna do that, but then I didn't have a good cutter or something. Huh. You know, people have said, well, if you cut this side, it won't be balanced with the other side. Well, I can cut the other side too. But then, you know, the rain will be coming off right here. I don't have to cut it completely off. I can cut it like right where that is. And then this would be overhang, and I have a little bit of a lip for the rain. I put this gutter back over there. I probably want to do that, man. I think it would work, but then I'd have this huge gap, like I say, between that roof and this roof. And you definitely either have to have gutters on both sides, catch that rain and put it out there, or it would just right here. But for now, and for today, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put 3 bars here, weld them in place, hang them from the support, and then and then weld little L brackets to it out of the same angle iron. And that might look cool. I can put this up here at least. I have all this area then open. You know, I don't need to trip over it all. I don't know about hanging my scaffolding. I probably should, but anyway, let me get to that little dandy project, and we'll see if I can't clean up this mess. Because, you know, let me see if I can get my thumbnail. Boom. Yeah, it's a mess. I trip over it all the time. My wife doesn't like walking in here because of this, trying to navigate that stuff. And chances are, the first thing I'm going to do, obviously, is put my gloves on and start throwing all this stuff out so I can clear this area. And chances are, there might be a snake in the middle of all this. So, you gotta watch it. Maybe I should video that. My battery run out and overheat, but hey, let's give it a try. Let's set this down here on my footstool. I could probably do a time lapse. I'll speed this one up. I got my fan going too, so. Well, no snakes. That's a good sign. But I gotta clean out all this junk from the bottom. And I already measured, it's like 82, top to bottom. From these corners up here. I'll weld it on this side, flat side, straight down. That means I gotta cut the pipes, gotta bring out my chop saw. All right, man. Again, let me do a little bit of work, and we'll see what it looks like. Back at you. Alrighty. Well, you probably saw that action. Or maybe you didn't, I don't know. Probably, no, I don't know, shoot. We'll have to check in the video replay, see if you had the flames. But yeah, so I'm welding next to the foam that I put in there. And this foam, of course, is flammable. So it bursts into flames on each one of those pretty good. I didn't see it at first because I was on my helmet, and I thought, what is that? And I thought, oh my God. So fortunately I can just bat it and it will go out. I'm hoping that it's not still lit on the backside. I don't see any smoke. Maybe I should go inside the kitchen, see if there's a bunch of smoke in there. Yeah, well, it feels pretty strong. I don't have anything on the bottom. I'm wondering if I should weld the bar across the bottom. I probably should weld the bar across all the bottom just to shore it up. Now I gotta weld out here like this. So I'm gonna weld the L brackets by themselves. I used this old, I don't know if you saw it in the video, but I had made from that front gate, I had made that top, and then I decided it was just too canted or whatever. I cut the whole top off of the front gate frame I made. So I had that extra welded top, and I just took it and cut the corners off of it and save the bar. And that's what we do here, right? We want to be able to reuse stuff. So I'm going to use this bar and some of the other, I have 2, 3, or 4 other scraps. I'm going to use that to make the L brackets. So I'll weld the L brackets first and then weld the bracket to the bar. We'll see how that works. All right, man, let me get back at you. I gotta go check inside that house, make sure the kitchen's not burned down. Alrighty, well, I have finished the weld brackets. So I got them top and bottom. So there's 4, basically 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I'm gonna do this side. I do have enough. Well, I have enough metal for maybe one more top and bottom set. Or no, not even that. That's right, because I need the whole thing, and that's right now. Probably don't have enough. Definitely don't have enough. But I got that done, and I think I have some flat black paint. Can you see that fast release? 3 times. I'm tired, man. Welding takes a lot out of you, and I think you're breathing that stuff too. Anyway, I think it's going to do good. I still got to sort out what's going up and what's going to be able to be thrown out, or maybe not, not there or whatever. But it's probably going to look a lot good. I did learn something. I learn something every time I weld, actually. And other than wearing long sleeves and stuff, getting little sprays, and we're usually wearing my head mask my head cover with the mask. And when I don't, I can feel the little sprinkles on my head burning my scalp. But I already know that, I just ignored it. But what I realized was that the ground on your welder, right, you have one that you pinch for the ground, whatever the metal is, and then you're welding. Well, this ground right here, this connection right here, it gets so hot, and I don't know if I don't know if the camera caught it, but I was like, it wasn't arcing, it wasn't welding. I was trying to hit it, bang, 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 trying to spark it. It was sparking. I'm like, what? No power, but the machine was on. I was like, what? And then I looked and I thought, well, maybe my ground is not biting it good, you know. So when I readjusted the ground, I went to move the ground, I could see it kind of goopy, like, and it melted. And so what it did was it melted basically the whole connection right off of the mount. Normally the copper wire is trapped in a piece of metal eyelet, and the eyelet is screwed down to the copper grabber clamp or whatever we'll call it, and then it's covered with a piece of rubber grip, and I had already covered it with tape because I remember when I first got it, it looked kind of cheesy, kind of weak, so I redid it really strong and I taped it up stuff, but it melted it all, like it just came totally apart, even like melted copper practically. And I was like, what happened? And I realized that you can't have the ground in close approximation to what you're welding, because it'll just get way too hot and it will melt like that. And that's what happened. So, but when I'm welding, you know, just the little L brackets on the ground, it's like, well, where can I clamp it? You know, because I just need this little section. Well, easy enough. You take a long piece of metal, you just clamp it at the end of the long piece of metal, then just lay the metal on one of the pieces that you're welding. So it's far enough away, but because it's touching, it's still grounding it. So that way, that long piece of metal, the heat will dissipate as it goes down. It'll still get hot down there. So if you're welding a long time, it will get hot, too hot to touch, and probably maybe even hot to weld. But you want to go at least, you know, probably at least 2 meters or more away from the source that you're welding at. And I weld a lot, you know, I overweld, I think, so I'm on the metal a long time, so it heats up pretty red hot. So, but anyway, I learned that the way to do it, I put that bar out there at the end, and can weld safer that way without having that thing melt on you. But it's gonna melt. Or I could just take all the rubber off and leave it just copper and stuff, but I think I need the rubber on there. I don't want to, you know, get myself done. But anyway, I do have a pile. See, I can't even talk because I'm exhausted. I still have a mess. I got to make it onto the wall and make it nice. We'll take a look at it when it's done. All right, man. More later. Yeah. Well, that's done. And there it is. Actually, let me squat down. Yeah. So this is, I mean, you know, I couldn't really put that on a rack. This is the shear board, right? This rack here and this rack here is shear board. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I might use it for like a patchwork wall thing or something. I still have paint left over in these things. Want to use that? This is kind of a catch basket for different stuff, whatever. But for the most part, it's not a pile anymore. It's off the ground and it's a little bit organized. I got my long, what's that, teak wood strips there. Got all the shorties. I might wind up using this wood for a burn pile for some ceramic work. I want to go out to the river and get some, you know, get some clay and some round stones and stuff. I got ideas, man. But right now, let me see. Holy shoot, 3:15. I was out here, I don't know what it was, crack of dawn. I welded all day. But I got that done. I'm happy about that. I don't have to deal with tripping over all that or looking at it or throwing it into a pile when I get something extra. Now I can come back here and I'll just throw it up on a rack. But based on what I have here and looking at what I do, I will produce more. So I'm probably gonna have to put brackets on that other side as well. Or maybe just put a middle bracket in here. I could probably put one more in there, maybe. Yeah, I could probably put one more. But it's not, you know, it's not super heavy beam. We'll see if, I mean, these welds were pretty good, so they'll hold, but I'm not sure if it's gonna bow the angle iron that comes straight down or what. We'll have to see that tomorrow. Well, it's time for me to get out of here, folks. It's time for me to unplug my fan, turn off my light. I got my boots on, which was probably smart because there were plenty of hot molten lava dripping with all that welding, and we don't want to, you know, burn my feet off. I know my arms, like the joints of my arms, like right in there. I'm gonna feel that later. It's not like a burn from all those sparks, but it is a burn. Whoa, sun! God, I missed the sun the whole day because I was all over in there. And sunny when I came out, but damn, man. So yeah. Take my boots off. Yeah. And I wore my little boot socks too, you know, because you don't want I didn't really have long pants on when you're welding. It's a good idea to do that so you can put them over your boot opening so the hot lava doesn't fall down there. But that's why I got the socks on. It'll protect me a little bit. I don't think anything fell in there, although I did feel it on my t-shirt. But those little sprinkles that go on my arms, they'll itch later. They'll like start itching, and I'll be like, man. I think I might have mentioned this before, but I don't know, when you're doing that, you're welding and that stuff's jumping off and it melts onto your skin, and these just minute particles, it's kind of like they go all the way into your skin and then your blood or something. I don't know. What's that? Thought I saw something out there. Time for a nice cool drink, a shower, and some food. I didn't even eat lunch today. I had pancakes for breakfast, a couple cups of coffee, a glass of milk. That's it. And here it is, 3:20, 3:30. And I wonder why I've lost so much weight. Anyway, hope you found that interesting, especially for you who have made comments about picking that shit up. All right, man. Well, that's it. Life on the farm here in Thailand. Thanks for watching, and keep watching. And I'll get back at you.